Hello? Yes, now I can hear myself. Sorry for the waiting. We are here live at the US Open, at the quarterfinals between Emma Raducanu and Belinda Bencic. She won 7 straight set matches. Very impressive of her. The first from her first try, straight into the quarterfinals. A very aggressive player. And Belinda Bencic got here also in straight sets. The toughest opponent she had was Iga Swiatek, the last match, which she won with a tiebreak and a break. And it will be very interesting if Emma Raducanu can win another match. About Emma Raducanu, she has more winners than Belinda Bencic, more break points won, and more break points saved. She won 26 matches this year, 7 at this tournament. She's right now ranked 50 into the world. The players are practicing service right now. Yes, Emma. Of course, Emma. A lot of people are watching Emma, and I think there are a lot of people that like Belinda Bencic too. She played it really well, and we'll see if Emma Raducanu can beat her too, beat her to it, like she did with everyone else. But this time she faces a 20, a top 20 player, and she was ranked 4 at one point in her career when she was younger, and got into some semifinals at the Wimbledon. And after she got injured, so okay, so there's no meeting between the two of them. Um, this tennis tonic site says Bencic will win in 3 sets. There is $675,000 for the winner, and we'll see what happens. The players are getting ready to serve. I wasn't paying attention to see who serves first, but we'll see. Very, very soon, the people are gathering up. It's still noon at New York, and the first home court is Belinda Bencic, warming a little bit up. And I think she will receive, yes. Emma Raducanu to serve. Second service for Emma Raducanu. Forehand, backhand Raducanu is out, 0-15. Bencic. First service. She throws the ball again. Forehand to forehand. to backhand, to another backhand from Raducanu, backhand, forehand Raducanu out, to unforced errors, 0-30. And like in the last match, she's not starting well. Second service. Very good serve. And a very good return from Bencic, 0-40. Already have break point, Bencic. Triple break points from the beginning. And Raducanu is looking a little bit tired. A serve close to the tee, but it's out. Second service. And it's an ace. Ace Raducanu. What? What a time to give an ace. 15-40. Two more break points for Bencic. Second service, Raducanu. Forehand Raducanu down the line. Backhand Bencic, backhand Raducanu, Bencic, and Raducanu into the net. And we start with a break. Normal că vreau să câștige Raducanu. So, Bencic breaks. One game too low. She's going to serve again. She's going to serve for the first time, not again. Okay, so Bencic is going to serve right now. First service into the net. Second service for Belinda. And another unforced error for Raducanu. Out. 15 low, Bencic. Not a good start for Raducanu. A lot of unforced errors from her side. Into the net, Bencic. And I think it's a second service, not a double fault. Yes, it's a second service for Bencic. Backhand Raducanu, backhand Bencic, forehand Raducanu, backhand Bencic, forehand Raducanu, cross court, another cross court, forehand, and it's on the line, maybe? Yes, it's on the line. A great forehand winner down the line for Raducanu. 15 on. After a lot of errors, she finally pulled a winner on the opponent's service. Second service for Bencic. Not one good service for Bencic till now. Forehand Raducanu into the net. 30-15. Bencic. This match is starting shy for RADUCANU, but I think the things will get going because the match is still early. She says, come on. Into the net for BENCIC. Second service. Backhand RADUCANU. Forehand BENCIC. Backhand RADUCANU. Backhand BENCIC. Backhand RADUCANU into the net. 40-15. BENCIC. Very, very hard to see the images because the court is split in two, light and darkness. And now BENCIC is serving from the darkness side and RADUCANU is into the light. Backhand, forehand BENCIC to backhand, forehand BENCIC, backhand forehand RADUCANU into the net, and BENCIC holds. 2 games too low to the first set. Quarterfinals. We're back on service with Emma RADUCANU. Great first service. And now a forehand winner. 1-2 punch. 15 low. RADUCANU. 15 low, Emma. Let's see what she can do right now. Another first service. Out. Second service. Forehand. Out from BENCIC. 30 low. 30 low RADUCANU. Backhand RADUCANU, and it's out. Yes, it's out or on the line. Yes, it's on the line. On the line. Below RADUCANU. About to serve. The crowd does not shut up, and the umpire has to speak. Yes, it was on the line, and BENCIC wanted to see a replay to actually see if the ball was in. Now she's convinced. RADUCANU back on service. Forehand RADUCANU, and the passing shot from BENCIC. Winner. 40-15. 40-15. RADUCANU. Still 2 game points remain. She's not so aggressive at the last as the last match, RADUCANU. Maybe she needs some time to adjust. Yes, she needs some time to adjust to the match. Backhand to forehand to another backhand winner from BENCIC. 40-30. RADUCANU. Another game point serve saved by BENCIC. She throws the ball again. She must not be broken right now. And the second service. And the forehand out from Bencic. 2-1. 1-2, I mean. Ducanu holds. Just like in the last match with Shelby Rogers. Up until now, the players are still getting warmed up. They are still challenging themselves. There's no real consistency right now. There are not a lot of winners, a lot of errors from the both sides, especially Raducanu. And what can we say for the both of them is that they played a really good tournament, getting into the quarterfinals, especially Emma Raducanu because she played 7 matches. This is the 8th one in 2 weeks, and this is the 3rd one. You have to play three weeks in a row to win a Grand Slam if you're a qualifier. 150 in the world. I mean, that's a very tough challenge to do. And it's very good she wasn't broken again. Leila Fernandez is now ranked 36, and Raducanu is 74. If she wins this match, she'll go up to number 51. That will be a very, very huge breakthrough for her. So we're getting back on service. A lot of people are coming in, and the players have to wait. And now Bencic has to serve, but after the storm of people stop, Bencic to serve. Great first service, forehand Raducanu to backhand Raducanu into the net. 15 low, Bencic. A lot of unforced errors from the backhand side for Raducanu. She's not being consistent enough. Serve into the net. Second service for Bencic. Backhand Raducanu to backhand to another backhand out. 30 low. Bencic. Back on service. Slice Raducanu, a slice Bencic. She comes to the net and it's out again for Raducanu. 40 low Bencic. She's very, very aggressive, not giving any points to any free points to Raducanu. She's not able to break back. And for the first time in this tournament, she's facing some trouble. Great first service, and the forehand winner for Bencic. Bencic holds 3-1. From the first game, it was very hard for Raducanu because she wasn't making her surfaces. She looks a little bit tired. She has something on her top lip. I wonder if she could sleep last night of because of the emotions. 15 low, Raducanu. Very good first service. A great first service. It's an ace. Yes, we have a first ace for Raducanu. Or it's the second. I really don't remember. 30 low, Raducanu. Now first service and a drop shot into the net for Raducanu. 30-15. She didn't do anything wrong, but it was a mistake. Into the net for Raducanu. Second service. Great return from Bencic to backhand out. An unforced error for Bencic down the line. 30-15 Raducanu. And this is getting more balanced. Second service for Raducanu. She has to have a better first service. That's what she has to practice to have a complete game. Forehand to another forehand from Bencic to forehand battle out. Forehand out from Bencic, and this 2-3. Raducanu holds. Emma is drinking some water, and that's what you should do too. Because I think this will be a long match. If Emma Raducanu can break back. If not, we'll still have to wait. And now we're back on service. Belinda Bencic serves for a 4-2 lead. Both players didn't put first service in place, and that's why both of them struggled a little bit on their second service. First service into the net. Second service, forehand Raducanu, forehand Raducanu down the line, and it's a winner. What a winner from Raducanu. 0-15 Raducanu. She's starting to have some side chances on Bencic's serve. Second service for Bencic. Second service and the backhand into the net for Raducanu. Fifteen on. Into the net for Bencic. I'm having some trouble with the keyboard. Couldn't find the enter. 15 on. Second service, Bencic. Backhand Raducanu. Backhand to Bencic. Out. Yes, it's out for Bencic. 15-30. Raducanu. 15:30. Can Raducanu break back and protect her streak? First service, forehand Raducanu, forehand Bencic winner. 30 all. What a winner for Bencic. A great first service for Bencic, and that's what kept her away from a breakpoint for Raducanu. First service, yes, succeeded. Forehand 1-2 punch. Backhand Raducanu. Backhand Bencic. Backhand Raducanu. Forehand Bencic. Backhand Raducanu. Another forehand. The forehand Raducanu. Forehand Bencic. And it's on the line, I think. Yes. And I think... No, it's out. It's out. We have a breakpoint Raducanu. The first breakpoint of the teenager. 30-40. So very close to the set point. What's not set point? Breakpoint. Yes, it's a breakpoint for Raducanu. Forehand to forehand. Forehand Raducanu into the air. And now we are on juice. The first juice of the match. 40 all. Because Raducanu did an unforced error and her ball flew into the air. She didn't get the ball into the middle of her racket. And that's an error. Out. Second service for Bencic. Forehand. No, it's a double fault. A double fault for Bencic, and we're back on breakpoint. Breakpoint Raducanu. The second one. For her to get back on service. She's cheering herself on. Pushing Bencic. Making a little bit more unforced errors. She's playing aggressively. And it's a great first service. Backhand Bencic into the net. And Raducanu breaks. 3-3. We're back on service. We're back on service, and Raducanu has to serve to get herself for the first time in front of the match. And now Raducanu is serving, taking a little bit more time. Forehand to a great return from Bencic. A lob from Raducanu. It's out. 0-15. Not a good start for Raducanu. She wasn't as aggressive as she should be. And Bencic took advantage of that, and she pushed Raducanu. And Raducanu pushed out. Forehand Raducanu, backhand Bencic, backhand Raducanu, backhand Bencic, forehand Raducanu, forehand Bencic into the middle. Bencic pushes Raducanu a lot, and it's out from Raducanu. 0-30. She struggles again. Raducanu struggles again on her service, like in the first game of the match. A 12 shot rally. I mean, this match is very 1-2 rallies, 1-2 ball rallies. It doesn't have like too many shots because there are early errors, so it's not a good quality match up until now. A few winners from Raducanu, a few from Bencic, but not the best. I think it's second service for Raducanu. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's 15:30, a return from Bencic into the net. 15:30, Raducanu. Oh, Bencic, yes, Bencic, because Bencic leads. 15:30. Now back on service, first service. Very, very close to an ace, but it's out. Breathing hard, RADUCANU. Backhand BENCIC into the net. 30 all. Great second service for RADUCANU. She's used to getting back. Or am I talking about someone else? She was never led in those 7 matches up until this point with BENCIC. BENCIC is a top player of this year. She won the gold medal, 2 gold medals this year. Backhand RADUCANU, and it's on the line or it's out. It's on the line. What a strong backhand from RADUCANU. And it's a game point. 40-30 RADUCANU. And now it seems she's getting back. She's coming back to win this. A great backhand, and time passes and she's coming back. You don't notice, but she's coming back. Okay, another second service for RADUCANU. Backhand BENCIC, forehand RADUCANU, forehand BENCIC, forehand RADUCANU down the line, backhand BENCIC into the net. And RADUCANU holds 4-3. For the first time, she leads. And we'll have a 1-minute break. First set, 4-3. Just RADUCANU broke back, and now she's leading. BENCIC is on a cross point. She has to win this. She has to win her service. Otherwise, she will lose the first set. Because RADUCANU is getting stronger on her service. So, next, I think there will be a match against Lloyd Harris and Zverev. Yes, Zverev. The serve bot Zverev for quarterfinals. And Lloyd Harris, the Republic of South Africa, the South African, is going up into rankings for the first time. Okay, so getting back into the match. Thank you for the likes and for the subscribes. Thank you very much. So we have a 14 votes. RADUCANU 64% and BENCIC 36%. We'll see. It seems like everything is in Emma RADUCANU's favor. We'll just have to wait for the first set to end and see if RADUCANU can break BENCIC again, or if BENCIC and RADUCANU will go to a tiebreak. They have very close serves in terms of speed, 95 to 97. First service, backhand BENCIC, backhand RADUCANU into the middle. A great return from RADUCANU to forehand, backhand RADUCANU down the line. Forehand RADUCANU to forehand BENCIC, forehand RADUCANU down the line, and it's a winner. What a winner from RADUCANU. And she's not giving up any points now. This match is getting interesting. We're getting 2 winners and not too many errors. So it's very good, guys. I'll have to talk a little bit more about this. Okay. So BENCIC to serve again, first service. Great first service, return from Emma, and it's an unreturnable backhand winner from BENCIC, 15 on. BENCIC strikes back after a first good service. A short return from RADUCANU, and BENCIC punishes her. 8 winners RADUCANU and 5 BENCIC in 7 games. 1-2 punch from BENCIC, 30-15 BENCIC. Yes, and the match is going strong. From Bencic too, she doesn't give up either. She's playing consistently. Now let's see if she can hold. Second service. Now Emma can take advantage of the second service of Bencic. Now will she? Forehand Raducanu, very long. And into the net for Bencic, 30 all. Raducanu comes back. 30 all. Another great deep return with the forehand from Raducanu. And Bencic, another forehand into the net. Into the net again, second service. And another half a chance for Raducanu to break again. And to take a glimpse of the first set. Double fault. It's a double fault for Bencic. What is happening? The pressure builds. We have a break point equally to a set point for Raducanu. Break point. Can Raducanu take it or will Bencic save it? First service and into the net for Raducanu. Juice. 40 all. We are on 40 all again. Now, can Bencic serve well or will Raducanu take another break point? Second service. Another half of chance for Raducanu. Can she push Bencic once again? Forehand, very long from Raducanu. And another forehand down the line to backhand, to forehand into the middle, to forehand to Bencic, forehand, to backhand Raducanu down the line. And I think that's very close to winner. No, to forehand down the line for Bencic. It's a very good rally. Forehand to backhand again. Forehand to Raducanu, to forehand. Another forehand down the line for Raducanu. She is playing like she's on fire. Great match so far. We have another break point. Raducanu to break 5 games to 3. Incredible. From 3 games to 1 for Bencic, we are now 4 games to 3. And the break point. Another break point was saved by Bencic. And the great effort. I thought the point was over multiple times, but it's not. 20 shots of a rally. Big rally. Not a good return from Raducanu. And it's a passing shot. 5-3. 5-3 Raducanu. She breaks. And she has right now, let me count, 4 games in a row. 4 games in a row. Great streak for Raducanu. She held her service. She held her service. And she punched a lot of winners to get to this point. 5-3 Raducanu. Incredible. Incredible. She's serving for the set. First service. Can she hold? Ace. Yes, she's starting strong with an ace. Incredible. 15 low. Raducanu. 110 miles per hour. Incredible. Service. Backhand. 1-2 punch. It's out from Raducanu. 15 on. A too long of a return from Bencic and 15 on. Now getting back on service. First serve. Can she close this one? Like she did in the other matches. Forehand Raducanu, contre-pied. 30-15 Raducanu. A great forehand winner. She fooled Bencic. Bencic got to the middle and Raducanu punched the winner right into the opposite corner from where she came. Now Raducanu to serve again. First service. Great first service. Forehand Raducanu down the line to backhand Bencic. Backhand Raducanu winner down the line. And we have 2 set points. 40-15 Raducanu. Incredible. Another amazing match for Raducanu. She was broken once and then she took it all seriously. 5 games in a row from Raducanu. Incredible. Like in the Leila Fernandez match, she's taking control mentally of the match by pushing, and it's out. We have the first set. First set for Raducanu. She beats Bencic. Five, 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 5 games in a row. First set goes to Raducanu. A lot of errors, and she got a lot of winners. Let's see. 13 winners for Raducanu, only 7 unforced errors. I think there were a lot of forced errors. 5 winners for Bencic and 8 errors for Bencic. There's not much of a difference, but Raducanu risked a lot more to get this far. It's incredible. She keeps strolling, and Belinda Bencic loses for the first time the set into this tournament. Mentally, Raducanu is leading this match to a 2-set. I don't see this going to 3 sets because she's very, very focused again. She started a little bit slow, but after that she punched back and she forced a lot of errors and she made a lot of close to impossible winners. And I was really, really impressed. Incredible athleticity after 7 matches won in a row. Now to the 8th one. I can't say anything. I think this was the 15th set in a row. And like, let me count. 14. This is like the 70 days. In 70 days, she won 7 matches in 17 days from when the qualifiers began. Yes, just incredible. We can see right now that when she played in Wimbledon, she had great potential. She has a great potential to win a lot of matches, and I don't know what to say more about her. She made her service 58%, but she won 60% of them. The second service were very strong for Raducanu. She won 73%. I think that was the key for her to hold her service into the first set. There's a bit of a more break match. And Raducanu won 29 points and Bencic 23. It's not much big of a difference if you only one game. 6 points, yes. And Raducanu have had 5 games in a row. So we're starting again. Um, we're starting again. Bencic to serve. All right. Yes, and the average rally was very short, only four balls, getting back and forth. 1-2, 1-2. Backhand Raducanu. Forehand Bencic into the net. Forehand Bencic into the net. And Raducanu is controlling this match mentally and physically. And I think Bencic has never seen something like this, a storm. And I think Raducanu should be called a storm because she's playing like right now with a top 10 player, a former top 10 player, and she's very good. Like this is not an easy match for Raducanu to take it easy. First service from Bencic out from Raducanu, 15 on. Thank you for listening and watching. I know there are a lot of better streamers right now, but thank you for staying here. I really appreciate it. Into the net for BENCIC, second service. And we have a double fault, 0-30. 0-30 RADUCANU. No, 50-30, yes, 50-30. I was getting crazy a little bit. 50-30 RADUCANU. Will she get another another game? The first starting the second set. I think it's very likely because BENCIC has to serve another second service. She looks winded. She looks spent mentally. Backhand RADUCANU, sharp one. Another backhand down the line to forehand BENCIC. Forehand RADUCANU. Forehand BENCIC. Forehand RADUCANU down the line. And she comes to the net. She pushes BENCIC and it's a winner for BENCIC. It's a passing shot. 30 all. 30 all. Very good defense from BENCIC. I don't know how she could get back to that, but RADUCANU didn't choose the right corner, and she paid for that. And now we can say BENCIC saved the break point by that. Second service, BENCIC. Again, not well on her first service, not starting very well. Forehand RADUCANU, forehand BENCIC, and it's a contre-pied, 40-30. BENCIC is a different material from the other players RADUCANU played before. And it's 40-30. BENCIC. Great first service from BENCIC, and it's into the net from RADUCANU. BENCIC holds. 1 game too low. Second set. And RADUCANU is preparing to serve. Can she still keep the momentum going from her first set? Right now, first service from RADUCANU. It's a good one. Backhand RADUCANU into the middle. Backhand out from BENCIC. It's not that, it's what is on the line. Forehand into the net right now for BENCIC. 15 low. BENCIC does not like rallies. 15 low RADUCANU. Great first service. Slice from BENCIC. Back forehand to forehand. And it's a winner into the top corner for RADUCANU. Another great winner from RADUCANU. Close to impossible. 30 low RADUCANU. And I think BENCIC hasn't faced an opponent like RADUCANU before. Was out? I think my eyes are playing on me. Forehand to backhand from BENCIC. To backhand to forehand from BENCIC. Forehand RADUCANU down the line. To another forehand from RADUCANU. It's out. Yes, I was wrong. It's 15-30. BENCIC. I was wrong. The ball was very close to the line, and I thought it was a winner, but it was not. 45 minutes into the match. RADUCANU to serve again to not lose her first service. No, she lost it. Second service. Great second service. Backhand to the line. Another backhand from Raducanu. On her knees to forehand into the net. We have break point. Break points for Bencic. 15-40. Can Raducanu save them? Or will Bencic break again like in the first set? 2 break points for Bencic right now. Okay, first service into the net. Second service for Raducanu. Great second service. Backhand Raducanu down the line. And it's a winner. What a save of a break point for Raducanu. 30-40. Bencic. She still has 1 break point to save. A very good backhand down the line from Raducanu, and Bencic could not see it, could not touch it. 4 backhand winners for Raducanu. She is winning a lot more with her forehand, not her backhand. Very good first service. A slice from Bencic. To forehand down the line. A winner from Raducanu. Yes, it's a winner. Another break point saved for Raducanu. Incredible. She's coming back and she's trying to win this. She doesn't give up. Just like Fernandez. They are kind of built from the same material, but let's see if Raducanu can stop herself from battling a third setter this US Open. A lot of incredible players playing the best of matches of their lives. Here, backhand Bencic, and it's a winner. Another break point for Bencic. A third one. Advantage Bencic. It's incredible down the line. A great first service. And it's 40 all. We're back on juice. We are back on juice. And let's see who will sip this drink after this juice. Raducanu or Bencic. She throws the ball not good. Now she tries again for the first service. Great service. Forehand, contre-pied, and advantage Raducanu. Advantage Raducanu. She saved three break points she saved, and now she's going to win her first game of the second set. Again, she's starting a little bit slower, but she's coming back, not giving up. 9 forehand winners. I think she has now 13 winners. Backhand Raducanu, very close to the net. Forehand Bencic, out. And it's 1-1. 1-1. Emma Raducanu holds. Into the second set. And right now, into the second set, there's a perfect equality of total points won. Just because the last game took a little bit longer. Okay, so last time Raducanu was very close to breaking Bencic. And it's out. Second service for Bencic. Second service to forehand in the middle. Backhand Raducanu out. She tried something. Didn't work out. 15-on. 15-0. Bencic. Low. Now it's a first service because it's a let. The ball touched the top half of the net and dived in Raducanu's court. Now, second service for BENCIC. And it's unreturnable. Yes, 30 low. BENCIC a lot more stronger on her service. Not giving any chances to Raducanu to strike back. 108 miles per hour service. They're getting better and better and their services. And it's another unreturnable. 40 low. BENCIC. 1-1 into the second set. BENCIC will lead by 2-1. Second service for BENCIC. No, it was not a second service. It was a service on the line for BENCIC, and it's 2-1. BENCIC holds. She's not like other players. She can hold Emma Raducanu back, and she surely can break Raducanu because she broke Raducanu one time into the first set, and after that she was broken 2 times. Yes, from 3-1 to 6-3. What a momentum shift. Right now, we have a 1-minute break. We're back, but the match is still not back. Again, the first set was... Yes, we're back. We see Emma Raducanu serving again. Keeping herself into this second set. She checks the light again. She is serving with the light in her eyes again, but she's having an yellow cap with a Nike mark on her head. Yes, they're very close in their fastest miles per hour service. 110 for Raducanu and 111 for BENCIC. And now, Raducanu to serve. And we're waiting. She threw the ball, not good. Unreturnable for Raducanu. A great service to the outside. 15 low. 15 low, Emma. Into it's a net. Second service for Emma Raducanu. And she doesn't throw her ball well again. Because of the sun, maybe? I think it's the sun getting in the way. Forehand Raducanu. Very long. I think it's out from BENCIC. 30 low. Raducanu. It will be a matter of time until one of them will break. We'll see who and when. Now, first service Raducanu. To the net. Backhand Raducanu down the line. Very long. Forehand Raducanu on her knees. And is a forehand winner for BENCIC. Great forehand winner. 30-15. Raducanu. Just like in her last game, she does points, but she has to fight back to get them. Yes, a very, very good Forehand for Bencic. Spectacular. A slice from Bencic. It's on the line. Impressive. Forehand down the line for Bencic. Backhand cross court. Another backhand and another forehand contre-pied. 30 all. 2 forehands, 2 winners for Bencic. She keeps on chasing Raducanu. Doesn't give her a moment to breathe. We see some tiredness, a little bit of tiredness from Raducanu, breathing a little bit hard. Now, first service. Very, very close to an ace. Or she wants to... Or Bencic wants to check for an ace. Yes, it was an ace. It was an ace. Very close for Raducanu. A little bit for Raducanu of an ace. 40-30, Raducanu. First service to the tee and it's out. 2-2. Raducanu holds. Second set. I like it. It seems like Belinda Bencic can get a little bit of Raducanu, but then she's making winners, impressive points. It's very important to keep herself in front because in this match, Belinda can take control of it. She's on very highs because she won the golden medals. She didn't play too much, but I think Raducanu played a lot more than Bencic, 2 hours more. 0-15, Raducanu, a great return, and Bencic returns into the net. 0-15, Raducanu. She really wants that that break to keep her. I don't know how to say it. To keep her winning streak and breaks. First service for Bencic, 1-2 point punch. A great return from Raducanu. Forehand to forehand from Bencic. Forehand Raducanu. Another forehand down the line from Bencic. What a backhand. What a backhand from Raducanu. Very, very close to the net. And it's 0-30 Raducanu. I really thought Bencic had the point, but she did not. 0-30 Raducanu. And like I said, she's playing a very important point very well, Raducanu. And I think every point is an important point in this match. At this point, at this US Open. Okay, so forehand, backhand Bencic, backhand Raducanu running, forehand Bencic, forehand Raducanu, very close to the line, and it's a winner from Bencic. She really pushed Raducanu to get this winner. Very hard to get a winner this match for Bencic. 15-30. And Raducanu has to fight a lot more for her breakpoint. And it's good. It helps keep Raducanu keep on playing with the better players of the tour. Into the net, second service for Bencic. Forehand Raducanu, and it's another forehand down the line. 15-40. 15-40 Raducanu to break points. She's dismantling Bencic. She's dismantling game by game. I mean, point by point. Yes, break point Raducanu. Now can she take her? A second service. Now she's preparing for the second service, and she's close to be breaking again. Raducanu in the second set. Double fault. Double fault. Bencic crumbles. Bencic crumbles. And Raducanu breaks. It's all to Raducanu because she played very aggressively. 3-2, second set, and she will play to get the second set into a 4-2. What do you think of this match so far? Let's put a poll this late into the match. Who wins The second set. Raducanu or BENCIC. A lot of people are watching right now. So yes, Raducanu just broke again. BENCIC. Incredible points from her. And BENCIC did a lot of errors, like in her match with she played like with Swiatek. Swiatek made a lot more errors than BENCIC, and that was the key for her to win the round of 16. And we are now on the quarterfinals. BENCIC needs to play better against Raducanu. It's a very mental battle into this one, because they're both giving winners, but Raducanu is risking a little bit more, and that's why she's winning. BENCIC had a lot of points when she believed she won the point, but she did not. We're back on service. Raducanu serving to get the match to 4-2, and then getting ready to break again BENCIC, because I think mentally she's being broken. BENCIC, the number 11th seed. First service into the net. No, it's not into the net. Forehand BENCIC, backhand Raducanu, backhand BENCIC, touching the net, and it's another winner. Another backhand winner from Raducanu. 15 low, starts again. Strong. Emma, the young British player, 18 years of old. The only 18 player remaining, because we have Leila Fernandez, 19, and Alcaraz, who couldn't play no more. And it's another ace. Another ace for Raducanu. 30 low. 30 low Raducanu. Leading into this match. He has 5 aces and no double faults. No double faults. Another great first service for Raducanu. And I think it's an out return from BENCIC. Yes, it's out. BENCIC is looking for a replay. 40 low. Raducanu, 2 game points. 2 game points for Raducanu to get this into a 4-2 streak. Again, when she's taking control, she cannot be stopped. She has some kind of aura. Very close to an ace. Second service. And again, BENCIC is looking very weird. The match is sent by Raducanu. She cannot believe it. Forehand winner from the second serve from Raducanu, and it's 40-15. Raducanu, she still has 2 game points, but a very, very, very strong return from BENCIC. I think it was a very weak, 91 miles per hour, attackable. Great service from Raducanu. Now backhand to backhand Raducanu into the net, 40-30. It seems like BENCIC is being recharged. 40-30 Raducanu. Can she close this one? 1 hour and 4 minutes into the match. By now, all her matches were over, I think. All her 2 past matches. Second service. She's again vulnerable, Raducanu. She can be broken back. We've seen that in the first set. Second service, backhand, out. From the net, it goes out for BENCIC, and it's 4-2. Raducanu holds again. Alrighty. Very impressive match from the both of them. And now Raducanu won 2 games in a row. But let's see what BENCIC can do, if she can keep herself alive into this match, because we're very close to the end of it. Great first service for BENCIC. Backhand to forehand from BENCIC. Out. 0-15. Raducanu. 0-15. What can she do? 0 unforced errors for Raducanu and 8 BENCIC. It's just incredible. She cannot make errors, Raducanu, right now. Almost. She's not into God mode yet. Great first service, and it's out from Raducanu. She could not return it. It was a great serve to the tee from BENCIC. 15 on. 15 on. And we'll keep going. So BENCIC is serving right now. First service. No. Yes, it's first service. Unreturnable. 30-15. It seems like she's back into control after the last game. She made a double fault. BENCIC. 30-15. Back on first service. Now. A serve to the tee. An ace. And it seems like we're having a good match. 40-15, BENCIC. BENCIC is still staying hard. And out from BENCIC. A very good return from Raducanu. And BENCIC is smiling a little bit. 30 all. I think I made another mistake. I don't know how, but I really thought I've seen another point for BENCIC. It was not. Into the net for BENCIC. Raducanu to have another chance at the break point right now. Okay. And it's a double fault. Double fault. BENCIC. And it's 30-40. Break point for Raducanu. She had 3 break points. And she took 3 break points. I mean, she took 3 break points out of 5. 60%. Backhand at the net for BENCIC. She's doing great. Great return. Battle at the net, but a great passing shot from BENCIC. 40 all. The battle continues. Yes, a very good decision for BENCIC to come at the net. She didn't play too much at the net, and Raducanu cannot make so many passes. Raducanu is smiling, thinking she could have done better. Okay, first service from BENCIC. She's coming to the net again. A slice at the net. Unreturnable. Advantage. BENCIC. And I think she will keep herself close to Raducanu. Yes, Raducanu changed sides, tried to make a backhand. BENCIC came very quickly to the net, and she made another slice. A defensive slice, and she won it. Forehand to forehand, backhand, and I think it's another winner. Another winner for BENCIC, yes. 3-4, BENCIC holds. And we have another 1-minute break. Let's see who wins the second set. Raducanu 100%. That's amazing, guys. I think she can really win it right now. 26 persons watching. If you're still watching, please like and subscribe. I'm very, very close to 400 subscribers. 398. Thank you very much. Both of the players are taking a break, drinking water. You should do that too. Get yourself up. Make some movement. Like they are. I don't really like sitting like this, but I enjoy the match. If I could do it while running, I would do it. Because this match feels a little bit like a marathon if you're emotionally involved in it. And Emma Raducanu is very focused, trying to keep herself into the match. All right. After this match, it will be Zverev versus Lloyd Harris. Another good match. Harris, who is being called like the better version of Tsitsipas. A joke going through the internet. Okay, so Raducanu to serve. Now she's serving again into the sun. She had problems with the sun. She has to face it again. Now, Raducanu serving for service. Backhand into the net. 0-15. Bencic. 0-15 Bencic. Raducanu serving again. Second service. It was out. Really out of range from Raducanu. Second service. And it's a double fault. 0-30. Bencic. The first double fault of the match for Raducanu, and in what a time! At what a time to make it while leading. But she came back. She came back from 0-30 before. Forehand out from Bencic. 15-30. Bencic still leading. I've written Bencic, not Bencic. Okay, so Raducanu to serve again against the Swiss. First service, forehand Raducanu, forehand out from Bencic again. Another unforced error from her forehand. 30 all. And we're very, very close to another game point for Raducanu. And again, very frustrated. She kicks the racket into the court. Bencic. I think everybody's here to see Emma win. And the great service, Bencic, another unforced forehand error into the net. 40-30, Raducanu coming back from 0-30. And if she can get this game, I think she will close the match. She doesn't want to get this any longer. Great, and it's another backhand into the net from Bencic. Raducanu holds her break 5-3, like into the first set. At this point, I don't think who can face Raducanu. Maybe only Fernandez. It's very, very crazy. Very, very crazy match. I think it will be very interesting if she plays against Pliskova or Sakari. Against Sakari, that will be a good one. But Sakari likes to play a lot of rallies. Okay, so Bencic to serve to stay in the match. First service, because the first one, it was a net. Service, great for service. Forehand Bencic. A slice from Raducanu. Forehand Bencic. Forehand Raducanu. Forehand out from Bencic. 0-15. Raducanu. 3 points from the match. Just 3 points from a semifinals. And she did not lose a set. Disbelief. How far can she go? Just like Andreescu went in 2019, but she played. Great return from Raducanu. Forehand on the line from Bencic. Great return. Backhand to another forehand. Raducanu is running all over the place to another backhand. And Bencic is coming to the net finally. 15 on. A very good defense from Raducanu. Finally, Bencic came to the net when Raducanu hit the high ball. And she came to collect the point with her backhand. Yes, a very good backhand point. Earlier today, I've seen some clip with a boy serving only forehands, and that's crazy. Only 10 years old. You heard me right. He played with 2 forehands at 10 years old. Incredible. Second service for Bencic. Forehand Raducanu. Very long. Backhand to backhand Raducanu. Backhand out from Bencic. Backhand out. Another error. 15-30 Raducanu. I can't write right now. I'm really emotional a little bit because I really relate to her. We are close to the same age. Maybe with Bencic, not Raducanu. I'm 6 years older than Raducanu, and she's doing this, and I'm doing this. Okay, so into the net, a great first service from Bencic. 30 all. Either a hold or a match point for Raducanu. A great service, but it's into the net. Not so great. Second service for Bencic. Is this a match point? Backhand Raducanu into the net. No. 40-30. Bencic. I think she will hold. And Raducanu will have to serve for the set. Okay. Bencic serving. Ace. It's an ace for Bencic. Ace Bencic. And we have it. Bencic holds. 4-5. Raducanu to serve for the set. For the match, I mean, not for the set only. Raducanu is going to serve for the match in 1 minute. I think this needs a red color. Yes, I will change the color. All right. Very, very, very close match. Raducanu had a lot of chances. She took them. She was being broken. She broke back. Incredible. Maybe not as incredible as the last match. She didn't play as well, but she played good enough to outplay Bencic. So it's all right. I think she will enjoy the points after this match and the money. $675,000. Okay, so most of them, I think 40% it will be taxes, but it's still a lot of money to keep herself going and get some better training and all with her service to improve even more at her 18 years of age. So, Raducanu to serve for the match. Right now, she's serving for the match, preparing. I think the crowd is cheering her on. Can she close it? And I think she will. So, first service, Raducanu. Raducanu is serving. Very close to nice. Second service. 1 hour and 20 minutes into the match. Great second service. Long from Bencic. Very long forehand to forehand from Bencic. Forehand Raducanu. Backhand Bencic. Backhand Raducanu. Backhand Bencic down the line. A forehand slice from Raducanu. Very close to out. Forehand into the net from Raducanu. 0-15 Raducanu. And like in the last games of her service, she had to get back to win points. And now she's doing just that. A little bit, showing a little bit of weakness. But I don't think she's really, really weak. I think Bencic is playing better. Okay, so second service, very, very close to an ace again. Second service, Raducanu. And I've written wrong. Double fault. 0-30 Bencic, yes. 0-30 Bencic. My bad. The second double fault for Raducanu. Right now, Bencic is leading by 30-0, 30 low. Raducanu has to serve to keep herself into this game. And it's out from Bencic. Another forehand out. 15-30. Ducanu. 15-30 Bencic because Bencic is still leading. I'm stumbling on words at this end of the match. Raducanu to serve again. Last game she came back from 0-32. So let's see, can she do it again? And again. Great service and it's out. Is it? No, it's not a double fault. Second service. Second service for Raducanu. She's serving for the match, so you know while you're listening. Great second service. Coming to the net. Forehand winner. 30 all. She came back. And now she's again 2 game points away from the match and the semifinals. I think everybody should bet on her if she hasn't already, if they haven't already. Very impressive match for Raducanu. Very impressive. 30 all. Great for service and it's an ace. It's an ace from Raducanu for a match point. Match point Raducanu. Match point. 40-30 Raducanu. What will she do? Can she hold it? Like in the last matches. First service or second service? Second service. She has a little bit of bad luck. Second service hasn't worked well today for her. Great second service. I think it's out from... No, it's on the line from Raducanu. Backhand to backhand. Forehand from Raducanu. Forehand. Backhand Raducanu again. And I think she wins it. She wins it. She's into the semifinals of the US Open. What a win from Raducanu again. Game, set, match Raducanu. 6-3, 6-4, final set. Not final set, second set. 6-3 first set, 6-4 fourth set, and she's still leading. She's waving to the crowd. Incredible match again. She's so showing to her box. Very, very, very happy. I would be too, you know. Impressive again. She has the first top 20 win. Game, set, match Raducanu. Who I really thought she would win against Bencic, but she did it again with breaks, another breaks. She came from behind, she led again, and Bencic is going out right now. Raducanu played well in the better points, and I think we're getting ready for an interview. Impressive. Impressive, impressive, impressive from Raducanu. 6-3, 6-4, I think. And Bencic cannot believe it. She doesn't understand what happened. 6-3, 6-4. Now we're back on the interview. We've seen history, ladies and gentlemen. A semifinal. Yes, yes, calm down. She was winning. Now the interview time. Raducanu is looking all over the place. She's loving it. How did she turn back from the start? How did she came back from a break? How did you do it, Raducanu? Belinda's great opponent. She caught her off guard. She tried to adjust her game. That's what she did. She really did to adjust her game. So very happy to come through this match. And she's looking to the crowd. Very, very happy, enjoying it again. She likes to make selfies after the match, as you've seen on her Instagram or Twitter. She doesn't understand how she's in the semifinals. How are you physically, Emma? And mentally? How are you doing this, Emma? She has an amazing team again. Humility. They keep her in points. They keep her healthy. She said her friends for home couldn't be here. Her family, all her family. Everybody's watching her at home. What do you want to say to those people staying home, Emma? Back in England. Thank you so much, everyone, and she's laughing a little bit. I wish you could be here with me. That's what I was working for. And I thank you very much for supporting me. Take us through the match, Emma. Tell us how did you do it? How was the last game? How could you win again? She was love 30. Yes, she was being led. She came back again. Taking 1 point at a time, like every champion does. Believing in herself, landing first serves. She was a very tough opponent for her. She's very pleased to come to win against her. We have two teenagers into the semifinals of the US Open. The commenter says, "How did you speak with Leila Fernandez?" It's very inspiring for Emma to have so many young players do it. She's praising Leila Fernandez. Everyone is on their own path, and she loves this. She loves to look at her own journey and enjoy it. Congratulations again, Emma. Again, she's into the semifinals of the US Open 2021. This is an incredible upset. She has now, yes, calm down. It will be, I think that will be the final, and it will be a very, very good one. Very, very good one. Now Emma's serving balls to throw them into the air to the people, at the people, no, into them. Incredible match from Emma RADUCANU. Incredible again. She did it. She did it. Amazing matches we have this US Open. So, what will she do against either Pliskova or Sakari? I think Pliskova is used to losing in semifinals and finals. I'm really sad to say that. I really wish for her to win a Grand Slam, but I don't think she's ready. She played right now. Raducanu seems like she's on a hot streak, unbeatable. But no, I don't really know what to say. The next matches will be the very best. The tournament gets to a close and the players are getting more tired because either of them are playing better or worse. It's all for the best player. All goes to the best player in that match. And Raducanu managed to do this. Like, she won 8 matches in 17 days. 8 matches won in 17 days. She's one of the 3 people that won to get to the semifinals. I think there's only 2 more women that did that in 2000 and 1990, the 1990s. And she's making selfies. She wants to talk to the fans. She's very, very friendly. Everyone is hyped up for the 18-year-old. making pictures, taking pictures, and she's being she getting claps from all the people, and she's being protected. She cannot make contact with them, sadly, because of the pandemic going on. It's better to be safe and stay. Yes, a lot of people are. She's very, very, very friendly player. She has a very good speaking voice. Yes, she's still just a kid. She's enjoying the matches, just like Fernandez is doing right now. Thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. And Emma Raducanu is giving some tokens to the crowd, to some kids that are standing. I don't know what she gave the child. She's being protected by the guards. Even they are smiling. How did she do it? If she wins in straight sets again, I don't really know what to say. She did it so many times. Let's see the stats: 6 aces, Raducanu, 23 winners, and only 12 errors. 21 unforced errors for BENCIC, and 19 winners. It's not such a big difference between winners, but unforced errors, Raducanu did a lot well, a lot better. And she played a lot more. She gained a lot more winners these 8 matches, and she practiced. She had a lot of practice matches. She won like 64% of her first serve, 69% of her first serve, and 57% of her second service. Now that's very good. She won the important point, and now she's going home. She's going to rest. She needs it. I think she's talking to the phone now. She's not. She's already a champion for getting this far, and now I think she's the British #1 in the world. Yes, and next is either Karolina Pliskova or Maria Sakkari. A great win again, 6-3, 6-4. Didn't give up. Just a little. Didn't give up at any time, at any point of the match. We have Leila Fernandez against #2 seed Zabalenka, and either Pliskova or Sakkari. Sakkari needs a breakthrough, and Pliskova needs a Grand Slam. Okay, so this was it. Thank you for staying in. Please help me get to 400 subscribers. I only need 2 more. Thank you very much. And I think the next match will be between Lloyd Harris and Alexander Zverev. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for staying in. Have a great time and enjoy the win of Emma. Emma Raducanu. I was about to say Emma Andreescu. No, it's Emma Raducanu. Bravo, Emma Raducanu! Ai reușit! Felicitări din nou pentru victoria asta super mare. Incredibilă victorie. Eu credeam și nu credeam în același timp că o să câștige. În fine, la revedere pentru toți românii care vizionează, că sunt sigur că sunt românii care vizionează acest meci de tenis, pentru că jumătate este româncă, dar a crescut în Canada și acum trăiește în Marea Britanie. Bine atunci, pa, pa și ne mai vedem! Mulțumesc frumos pentru că ați ascultat acest stream și cu siguranță vedem și semifinala.